A big welcome to all of the zodiac signs, and particularly to you, my dear Taurus. So my New Year message was to open the readings, because the first reading that I did was Sagittarius, and I looked at the cards that lay there, and it was my story. And I realized there are no others. I realized there is this moment when you pick the cards. There is this moment up in the sky, and the moon is in Taurus. So you do feel this more stronger than we do. But we also feel what's going on. And the sun that is highlighting the moon is in Capricorn, and the sun, we feel that as well. So I realized that there are no others. I realized that I want to open the readings, and I also realized that in each of the readings there is a personal message within. And it just was that in this message from Sagittarius, it was so strong. It was like, oh my God, this is my story, right? This is not Sagittarius, this is me. And so I'm working on right now, because it's not easy. I still want to talk to you, Taurus, but I also feel there is a collective, right? So let's see. I am in the midst of changing it, and let's see how it works out. And just to give you the meaning of Sun in Capricorn, giving its light to Taurus, Moon in Taurus, and the energy is that this is power. We have the power within to climb to the third eye, to liberate ourselves from these cycles, because these are cycles up in the air. And here, when we come to the third eye, we will see the message. We will see the message then coming down, and we can give it to the people. So it's a cycle, right? So it's almost like we need to go to the third eye to liberate ourselves from this attachment. And I got a little message. I found it when I went into the lake to do my Wim Hof breathing and ice cold water bath. And I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, this is it. Look at this. This is the head of Capricorn. And I realized, okay, this is a constellation up in the air, because this is the constellation. This is how it looks. You can Google it. Capricorn constellation, and you get exactly here a star, here's a star, here's a star, and down here's a star, and that creates the head of this monster that the church created. And we have to liberate ourselves from that, not only from this what the church created, but also we have to liberate ourselves from this cyclical energy that the earth is tilting itself in such a way that in winter we don't see the sun, and in summer we have a lot of sun. And that's it. Power, value. So the power to find value in your life and then to give it back to the people, because the Hierophant is the high priest, is today the story. So, do you have the power to be of value? Do you have the power to be an appreciation? To appreciate others, you must appreciate first yourself. And in German, it's very beautiful, because it's almost like, do you treasure yourself, right? Do you have the value of a treasure? So this is going to be the story. This is cardinal, fixed. So the cardinal, we begin to use this power to create a fixed appreciation, a fixed value, and live it and share it and show it to the people. And the yoga positions that I have are the dancer. So we're dancing up to the third eye, finding the power through enjoying ourselves, through being fun. And then we can get the information up here, and then here, this is a symbol of 3 old languages, the Greek, the Latin, and the Hebrew. And here the information will come down, you bow down, and you bring it back to the people. You bring it back down to the earth. So this is the power is within you when you create for yourself an empowerment for yourself, that third eye opening, so that you can almost become like a teacher, because you are a teacher. You are someone that is of value to us. The court card that is directed at you, my dear Taurus, is the King of Pentacles. The birthday is between April 10th and May 9th. If you are born in that time frame, you have this as your court card. You will identify most with this energy, with this kind of personality. And we feel as well that we are looking more closely at the money on a day like this. How can we, right, make the money grow? And it's good, because that's what we feel. We all feel this combination at a day like this. So I show you the cards that I'm working with. I have the Creativity Oracle. I have an Animal Spirit. Then I have a Muse Tarot card. I have a Elemental Oracle. And I have the Lightseer Tarot and the Mystical Moments. So let's begin. The first card of the Creativity Oracle is this beautiful image. I want you to have a look at it and feel what this card is evoking in you. Remember, we are talking about power and value or appreciation. That's the influence from the stars, from just 2 planets. Basically, the sun is a star and the moon. And I'm not incorporating all the other planets because it would be too much. So the word is seed, and it works for you, right? This is a seed. This is a physical seed that you're looking at, holding in your hands, and you're looking down at it. You're almost kind of meditating, and you're in this very lush garden. And if I put this here, it seems like you are looking, or you are here in this garden, and it's saying having the intention to grow like a seed and bloom is at the heart of creativity. Now the number here is number 15. Now look at this. The devil is the number 15. It's a 6. So the number 6 is speaking to you today. 6 is the hexagram. 6 is a powerful number. 6 is the 6th dimension. 6 is the third eye. Now begin in this dark month to plant a seed. That's the message that I get. Plant a seed, go deep within, and see what you want in 6 months, because that's where the opposite is of Capricorn, which is Cancer. And the Cancer, maybe even the Cancer full moon, which is now on Tuesday, you will have a flower growing. You will have an angel overlooking this and see that this beautiful garden is blossoming, that this beautiful garden is giving you exactly what you need right now. The value that continues to grow, the value that gives you power. Because what comes after from the Muse, look at this, is the Hierophant, but reverse. And it's good because it's speaking about letting go of this old, outdated position. You see that? If I put the Hierophant here, the old card from 1910, and I see this card, which is new and modern and quite intricate, as you can see, then you realize that it's okay that the card is upside down, that it's okay to realize that there is a shift in these structures, because you are structures, you are these old institutions, banks, corporations, real estate, everything that's earthy, everything that's like fixed, right? That's been here for years and hundreds and years. And we almost have a hard time to break through. You're the architect, yeah. You are the doer. You are someone that loves the earth. You are love to work with the material and the financial. But it gotta change. It's not working anymore, right? The younger generation is coming and saying, we don't want to live like this anymore. So the words, the key words that come to this card, and I'm going to hold it up, are a spiritual teacher, finding the guru within. And I think that's what it is. When it's upside down, it's saying, go deeper down into the earth, find the guru within. Failing or outdated systems, crumbling institutions or beliefs, newfound faith, shiny and hollow things, a spiritual journey. Wow. I mean, you get the idea. The seed is speaking to you. Even the angels are here and saying, yes, let go. Let go of things that don't work anymore. Let go of, go deeper down into the earth, because this is not working anymore. You gotta bow down. You gotta go up, get the information, but now bring it down and bow down to the earth. Do the right thing. Not sitting on a throne, not being this, yeah, I don't want to say anything negative, not being that. Because after that comes Scorpio. And Scorpio is opposite of Taurus. That's what's so interesting. Scorpio is the one that holds the light in its tail, and you have a hard time putting your feet above your head, right? Because you're so grounded, you're so earthy. So now you are challenged to say, bring your tail up, bring a reverse, because in Scorpio position in yoga, we put the feet up and we create this position by putting the feet above our head. And that's something almost impossible for you to do, because you are a Taurus. How can a Taurus put its feet above his head? It's like the only way you can do it is go into the third eye, because then you're in your horns, and then you are here like Capricorn, finding the third eye, the light within, finding this attachment, the belief that you are a Taurus, the belief that because of the Taurus you cannot do certain things, finding that you're breaking free out of Scorpio, out of this energy that is saying, you create the light, you create this change, you create the difference. You are ready, because the card wouldn't be here, but you're ready to change something. Passionate, competitive, tense towards isolation. Now, it was in balance, so wild and free and fierce. Now, if it would have been upside down, then it says how to bring it into balance is through honesty and forgiveness. And for me, the honesty, I feel you're pretty honest, but forgiveness is one of the hardest things we human have to learn here on planet Earth. And the career that the Scorpio likes to go for is very important. He's very career oriented. So these two work together. Scorpio and Taurus have a connection because they're opposite each other, and you learn the most from a Scorpio personality, and Scorpio learns the most from a Taurus personality. So the message is very clear. Allow to see, because now you look into the past. You see, she's looking into the past. Allow to turn yourself upside down, then you see the light. Yeah? You see the light and you realize you can do it. And it's beautiful because the card seems almost like it's coming out of this one. It really works. It's crazy. Because if you then turn around and say, okay, I want to shift, I want to change, and I want to open myself now to a new perspective, and you see that light, you will have a completion, the West, and the West is where the sun sets. But it's not the sun that's setting, it's the earth that's spinning. And then you realize you've got this little piece of puzzle, and you realize, oh my God, that's how it works. I just got to change my perspective. You've been too earthy, you've been too much down. And yes, maybe it's good, because that's where you find your guru, and then you find the light within. It doesn't matter. The third eye doesn't have a direction, doesn't have an up or a down. For the third eye, this is okay. For the third eye, this is okay. Then you realize something, because the puzzle is here, the puzzle is speaking to you, and you got two that came out of the elemental oracle, and then you are going through this transformation, because the transformation is because of the Scorpio. It is here the number 13 in the major arcana, and the number 13 is the number 4. Here's the number 4. This opening through a Scorpio that is helping you to shift and to see your perspective in a new way is helping you to get through, and then you go into the 26, which is an 8, right? And the 8 is that infinite loop of shifting and changing and going again and again through this pressure portal where you're shifting, where you're changing, and where you are awakening. Awakening into the Hanged Man, which is the number 13, which is the card, the number 12, which is the card before Scorpio. The Hanged Man is before Scorpio and is leading like a pre-stage into a spiritual awakening, into a spiritual opening, so that you can go out and have a new perspective and be light and be up in the air. And learn that up in the air are new perspectives, are new ways of adventure, are also a home can be in the sky, reversing. And you see how the feet are up? You are shifting and changing in such a profound way that you are realizing, okay, I've got to see the things from a completely different perspective. Because when you're up in the air, that's when you are able to see through the magician that down here things have happened to you in love, in a relationship. You see how one bird is looking this way and the other bird is looking that way. And all the other houses have only one bird. And you have to let go of something that was quite painful, something that hurts you. So maybe even there is a situation where you're learning to accept that even a painful situation like this is necessary for us to shift and grow and to change. So maybe there is a Scorpio that is making you realize all these things. There is a person that is helping you to awaken, to shift, to see a new perspective, to see that the home, and this is the number 41, it's a 5, that the home of a human being, the 5 is the home, and this is the Taurus card. The Taurus card is the number 5, that you are, when you up here, that's where you get the message, and at the same time you can be at home. But you hoping that there is another person, but look at the other. There's only one bird in each house. Here is the only one that has 2 birds. So the magician and the 3 of Swords are speaking about shifting that pain into an opportunity to create, to become more active and saying, I want to create. And I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson with the heart, but with the mind, because this is still stuck in your mind. You got to let go of it. Like, when you look at the card, right, it doesn't seem very appealing. You see that? Because if you let go, see what comes? The 2 of Wands and the Page of Swords. A new generation that needs your help. A new generation that needs to see that there is hope, that there are people who want to shift their perspective, want to also look into the future and not always into the past. We always have done it like this, and so that's how it stays like that. No, you gotta look forward. You gotta go with the young generation, and be ready to shift and change structures, way of thinking, planning, and having ideas, and allowing these ideas to bring you into the Knight of Cups, bringing you into a new perspective, maybe even a romance. Pisces is coming into a romance where you get out of being lost, because this is lost, right? You're stranded, you're lost, and nevertheless there's a 44. It's a portal. This is a portal. This is a portal saying, start feeling comfortable also up here. You don't always have to be grounded here on earth, you can also reach up. And so to tie it in back in with the power to understand your purpose is to help us here to awaken. You have to awaken so that we are not stranded anymore, so that we find through you help, and you maybe get help through Pisces. And then that's it. You're dancing 4 of Wands. That's it. You are realizing that here comes the energy of being light, of dancing, of the dancer pose, of allowing yourself to transform, allowing yourself to be a light spirit, a spirit that helps others by shifting your perspective, by allowing yourself to see the Leo creativity, the King of Wands, by allowing the wand that is envisioning a new future to allow this to have power, to have a new perspective, to have the 4 of Wands, right? So maybe there is a Leo that you are liking or that you're connected with. There is a personality, a Leo personality in your life. And there is, of course, a Pisces. And there is a Scorpio. And there is you. And this pressure, this completion, this understanding that you're learning to understand the cycle, you're understanding that these attachments, what are the stars doing up there, is influencing us down here. That you are awakening, shaking off the old, shaking off old patterns. If you are awakening, if you are shifting, you can see that you are creating your own patterns, that you're creating constantly the same patterns, and that you sometimes get stuck. We all get stuck with this because it's these constitutions. It's I'm born a Capricorn, I'm born a Taurus, and I'm born a Virgo. We gotta let go of that. In Ayurveda, it's very clear. They say you've got to even let go of your constitution, which is Vata, Pitta, Kapha. It's a way of explaining why you eat certain things, why you love certain foods, why you are connected to your astrological sign. And thinking that a Taurus is different than a Capricorn, and still both are earth signs. I mean, look at the difference of the cards. This is Taurus, an earth sign, a fixed earth sign. This is a cardinal sign. This is Capricorn. Look at the description of these cards, what they're telling us. Both are in the same group, in the earth sign. So we are invited to shift, and there is a very clear transformation coming. Something that is making you realize you do not want to be stuck, right? You do not want to be stuck in this explanation, in this description of yours. And you want to liberate, you want to free yourself, you want to open yourself, as you can see. And you're ready. You're ready to let go of this kind of stories. You ready to let go of this? These are the negative, 3 negative, kind of. And a little bit, of course, of the Hierophant, because it was reverse. Because you have to find your own guru within. You are our guru. If you become your guru to yourself, then we can look at you, then we can see there are no others, there's just me shifting through you, and then you can stand here quite proud, quite strong, and manifest new creative spiritual events that are clearly making you stand strong here, making you have the fun, right? You see this DJ and they're dancing, and there is that kind of energy. Integrating all of it, not pushing one away. These are valuable lessons, very valuable lessons. These are very valuable lessons. It's important because here we learn. This is the school where we learn how to transcend, how to open ourselves. All right, so this is the message for you, coming from the power to find your own value, finding your value, finding the worthiness of yourself. And I hope I see you in the next reading, because then we have the sun going into Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about hope. It's all about looking up the internet. It's a whole month then of the star, becoming the star yourself. And if not, I see you maybe in between sometimes if a reading is speaking to you, my dear Taurus. Until then, I thank you so much for watching. Namaste.